You know, it's also especially not complicated in close games. You need somebody to make a big play if you happen to have Cameron Newton on your roster, as the Auburn Tigers do. Battle of unbeatens, Auburn and LSU and Jordan here. And LSU, a very prideful defense, 6th in the nation rush defense. Kelvin Shepard, their linebacker, in the middle of that pile, had them all fired up. First half, pretty good job containing. And right before the half, Jordan Jefferson danced in to tie the game at 10. Third quarter, same score. You want a Heisman wow moment? Cameron Newton delivers a Heisman wow moment.
What a fabulous job by Cameron Newton, showing his ability and his agility right here, and his vision and acceleration over Patrick Peterson to take it in 49 yards for the score.
Hey, look, that's an All-American. He just ran by right there and drugged down when Patrick Peterson. Cameron Newton set the SEC single-season record for rushing yards by a quarterback. Look, they've got 4 more games minimum to go. That's before the postseason. But LSU still hanging in, down 17-10. Trick play, about the most productive pass play of the day for LSU. Spencer Ware, Ruben Randall. Hey, we're tied at 17 in the fourth quarter. Another close game for Auburn. Then the defense, Nick Fairley, stands up.
Oh, just tremendous pressure here. And LSU had trouble on offense most of the day. They could not get anything going, particularly in the passing game and the running game.
So after the punt, everybody focused. Can't let Cam Newton make a big play. Keep your eyes on number 2. LSU's watching 2. And then there, Ontario McCaleb's got him in the rearview mirror.
Oh, terrific job in the stretch play, getting to the outside, and no one's going to catch him. Goes 70 yards in for the touchdown.
24-17, Auburn wins it.
Humbled, sick about this, and I like their effort. I think busted their tail. So that's how I saw it.
I don't know if you noticed it. I hope you did when Les Miles was talking. LSU gave up 440 yards. It was on the screen, on the ground. Auburn didn't even throw for 100 yards. They didn't have to. Most yards LSU has ever given up on the ground, and Auburn is just finding gaps against everybody to run the football.
And no one can stop Cam Newton, and that's the key. Cam Newton, when he touches the football, he makes something happen. He is a very special player. He's once in a generation. He's an anomaly. We're not going to see one like this for a while. At 6'6", 250, a playmaker at the quarterback position. He runs as fast as a wide receiver, and he's as powerful as a fullback. And when you watch him play against this LSU defense, the #1 rush defense in the SEC, strolls for 217 yards. No one can stop him. He hasn't been stopped this season. I don't think anybody will. He is the leader of this football team.
I agree with you, but I'd like to see him play against football teams in a good football position and tackles properly, not being completely out of control. And maybe that's because of him. Maybe it's because of him. I don't know. But I know this. That's not a John Chavis defense.
But it's got to be. This was the best run defense in the SEC conference, and the best total defense in the conference, and the best defense in the conference, and he just ran roughshod all over. I'm going to go to New York and just make sure that he accepts the Heisman. He can mention our name and that. Yeah. He's going to get it. There's no way that they're going to prevent him from getting it unless there's an injury, because he's so far ahead of the pack at this point.
Even Michael James, who's been brilliant for Oregon. I think there's a significant gap right now between Cameron Newton and the rest of the field, and Auburn sitting pretty in the national championship race. Very likely, when the BCS standings are unveiled on our BCS countdown show Sunday night, 8:15 Eastern, Auburn likely to be #1, according to some early projections from Brad Edwards. We'll have to wait and see if they are #1 in the BCS.